HOA crossed the line. The Attorney General put them in their place. Imagine this. You're relaxing in your lake cabin when the HOA storms in like they own the place. But what they didn't know? Inside, you're sitting with the State Attorney General himself. What happened next left the entire HOA speechless. Stay tuned. And before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss stories where karma strikes harder than anyone expected. Marcus Johnson had spent years working hard as an engineer before finally buying his dream getaway, a quiet lake cabin nestled in the woods. For him, it wasn't just a vacation home. It was freedom, peace, and a place where he could bring his family to fish, grill, and escape the noise of the city. But Marcus's homeowners association had other plans. They were notorious for overstepping boundaries, dictating lawn colors, issuing fines for bird feeders, even complaining about the wrong shade of curtains. On this summer weekend, Marcus wasn't breaking any rules. He was simply hosting a private meeting at his cabin. Yet the HOA board barged in uninvited, clipboards in hand, acting like police officers. They claimed Marcus was violating property use by having too many cars parked outside. What they didn't know was that those cars belonged to some very important guests. Inside the cabin, Marcus sat across from none other than David Reynolds, the State Attorney General. The two men weren't just sharing coffee, they were discussing a major environmental case about illegal dumping in the nearby lake. Marcus, an engineer, had provided critical research, and the Attorney General wanted his expertise. When the HOA stormed through the door without knocking, their tone was hostile. "Mr. Johnson, this is an official HOA inspection. You're in violation for unauthorized gatherings," one board member barked. The Attorney General raised an eyebrow, surprised by the intrusion. He had seen overzealous officials before, but never something quite like this. Marcus tried to stay calm, but the disrespect was undeniable, not only toward him, but toward his guest. The HOA had no clue who they were talking to. They thought Marcus was just another homeowner they could bully into submission. The lead HOA member marched straight to Marcus's dining table, pointing at the documents spread out. "These papers aren't HOA approved. You can't conduct business here." David Reynolds stood up slowly, his presence commanding. "Excuse me," he said firmly, "but do you realize you've just trespassed into a private residence without consent?" The HOA members scoffed. "And who exactly are you to tell us what we can or can't do?" Marcus leaned back in his chair, a small smile forming. He didn't have to say a word. Reynolds calmly pulled out his ID badge. The golden seal of the State Attorney General's office gleamed under the cabin's light. Silence. The HOA's confidence drained instantly. They realized they hadn't just barged into a homeowner's cabin. They had interrupted an official state meeting. The Attorney General wasted no time. "Not only have you violated Mr. Johnson's rights, but you may have also obstructed an ongoing state investigation," he said sharply. "Do you understand the seriousness of this?" The board members stammered, their arrogance crumbling. Suddenly, the parking violation excuse felt laughable. Reynolds took out his phone and made a quick call. Within minutes, county deputies arrived to escort the HOA out of the cabin. Word spread quickly across the community. The same HOA that had bullied neighbors for years had finally been exposed, caught trespassing in front of the Attorney General himself. As for Marcus, he didn't just win peace for himself. His stand inspired other neighbors to challenge unfair rules. And the HOA? Let's just say they backed off for good. Sometimes karma doesn't knock on the door, it kicks it wide open.